Hey everybody, welcome back to In Bed with the Millennial. I'm the Millennial, Jabetta Bay, and this is my bed. And it's the last week of Kinktober. And so I want to talk about bondage because I feel like that's a very common kink that's thought of when you hear about kink. And also, I'm a big fan of it. What am I not a big fan of when it comes to kinks? Nothing. So let's talk about that. Let's get into it. What is bondage? Bondage is when someone is being restrained, and in this sense, for pleasurable sexual reasons. Obviously, bondage applies outside of the sexual realm, but we are talking about it within the sexual realm, specifically for kink. And so there are a lot of different ways that you can do bondage. It's not just like one thing or the other, it's a variety of ways. So you have obviously your like common, like typical like cuff bondage. So there are a variety of different cuff materials out there. You can do leather, you can do like silicone, like there's so many different types of cuffs. These that I currently have right now are Velcro ones, which are actually really great if you are beginners, because there is a minimal like risk or need or other items that need to be on hand, because it is just Velcro. So you don't need to necessarily have scissors on hand for your Velcro cuffs because you don't have to be cut out of them. Like you should not have to be. The only way is like if they like melted together or something of that nature. But typically you're good because you have the Velcro and you can just take it off. And usually like the person that is being bound could also take it off themselves. So you have Velcro cuffs, which are a great option. You also have like leather cuffs, which can get a little bit more intricate and detailed. And so these actually just like connect in the middle and you can just hook them. And these are actually very versatile ones because they can later connect to bedroom restraint systems. So if you've ever noticed, there's usually like you can see straps on this bed frame. That is an underbed restraint system. So you can actually connect these cuffs to that system and then you are strapped in. You can also put them on the ankles. But because they have these, they can also attach to like spreader bars and things of that nature. So they're very versatile in how you use it for bondage. It doesn't just have to be like, oh, my hands are cuffed. Oh, my hands are cuffed behind the door. Like, you can cuff in a variety of different ways. And with other ones, like leather cuffs, you also have the option to like attach a lock. So you can get cuffed and locked in. Which if you were doing that is very important to remember to keep the key handy. It needs to be in reach at all times in case something happens and you need to get the person out. You have them ready to go. So cuffs are a very common form of restraint, and they come in a variety of different materials at a variety of different price points, but they are great if you're like, hey, I want to see what bondage is like. Like, I want to see what it's like if I'm cuffed and you're actually like going down on me. Like, I want to know if that like gets me going and stuff. You can try it out with cuffs. Other things you have bondage tape. So this is tape that strictly only sticks to itself. So instead of like running out to your tool bag and grabbing electrical tape, I would never recommend that you use duct tape, especially if you are new to kink. Please don't use duct tape. Don't Please don't just go grab duct tape. I know it's sturdy and strong tape, but no, there are things that are made better that will not hurt you as much when they are taken off. But yeah, so you have bondage tape, which literally only sticks to itself. Like it is not sticking to my skin. It's not sticky in that way. It literally just goes onto itself. So I'm having trouble trying to demonstrate if you could not tell. We're having a good old time over here. Eek. But yeah, so you have bondage tape, which works by sticking to itself, so you can actually use it to create makeshift handcuffs. You can also use it to like wrap someone up so that their arms are attached to the bed frame. Like you can use bondage tape in a variety of different ways. Also, if you were like, we got Halloween coming up, and you're like, oh, I'm going to a Halloween party and I don't have a costume. Girl, make you a duct tape dress, make you a duct tape outfit, but with bondage tape. And then you don't have to worry about the struggle of getting out of it. But also, like, you can say that you're like a kinky, like, whatever. It's versatile. We love it. We love it. We love it. Things to remember when using bondage tape are, of course, to have safety scissors on hand because you need to be able to get out in case of emergency. And safety scissors cut through materials, all materials, including bondage tape. So definitely get your safety scissors on hand, or you can keep like a knife on hand and things of that nature. I recommend safety scissors just for the sake of they are, it's not like an open blade that's around, so it's a little bit more, it's a little bit safer to have around during a sexual interaction where you might bump something, it could fall. Yeah, scissors are just a little bit of a safer option. And of course, you have rope bondage, which is very, very popular, very, very commonly thought of, and can be done in a variety of different ways. You can do rope bondage where it's literally just like a simple tie restraining someone, or it can be rope bondage that is restraining someone and also further suspending them, and a variety of different ways. So, rope bondage is a great one, and one that requires you to learn, because there are a lot of different things that go into rope bondage, like understanding like how to do the ties safely so that the knots don't get tangled or hurt someone, and how to do it so that you're not tying too tightly and cutting off circulation to different parts of the body and things of that nature. So if you are interested in rope bondage, that requires a little bit more learning. And so I would recommend checking out videos or signing up for courses and classes taught by riggers, which is someone that does rope tying. If you're interested in becoming a rope bunny, you would have a rigger. And so definitely go out and get more information on it. There are also books that teach you how to actually do rope bondage. But definitely don't think that you could just go out here and be tying double knots like a shoelace and think that that is going to suffice, because it more than likely won't, especially because we tie our shoes pretty tight. But yeah, so there's a variety of different forms of bondage. These are just three quick ones that I wanted to show, depending on if you're interested in getting into it. These are really, the first two I definitely think are really easy and fun ways to do it. Bondage tape, bondage tape is great, y'all. And obviously cuffs, so easy, so versatile. They can be used in a variety of different ways. So you don't have to just be like cuffed to your bed. You can be cuffed to spreader bars and really get your like 50 Shades of Grey moment on and all those things. So yeah. But I hope that this month of Kinktober has been phenomenal for you, and that you learned something new, and that you have been like, something's been ignited and you're like, wow, I might be kinky because I enjoyed that. And that you continue learning more about kinks, which your kinks may be, what kinks your partners may be into, and things of that nature. And if you want to learn more, you should probably check out the Instagram account for a kink education show that I am a part of called Welcome to Kinkyville. Just follow it at Kinkyville TV. And make sure you come back next week, because I'm going to have more content, obviously. Whole new month, whole new content. But until then, I'm going to see y'all later. Deuces.